The coffee is black. The robot is in a real kicky mood. And I'd like to welcome you to Modeling Blog Daily for June the 24th, Tuesday, where Bill just kind of rants. Last night I built a spectacular model called the Peril in Peru. Or at least that's what I think it's called, guys. I got this in from Spain yesterday. It's a Lego Indiana Jones 7628. Everybody's been talking about it. There's no name on the box like you would have expected to see, which tells me that they either haven't made up their mind what they want to call it, or they're not going to release it, and this is it. In fact, it is a limited edition, so we know right off the top they're not going to put out very many of them, which actually will make this thing worth a zillion dollars someday if that's true. You get a pilot, you get the Colonel Anton Tavoshky, Indy, another skull mutt, a guard, a Russian guard, and the Soviets agent. If you look on the flip side of the box, you'll see a layout of all the parts actually put together, nicely done. They have some interior shots and exterior shots. There's the landing gear going up. Promo for the video game. It's done very well. I know it has a minor role in the movie. I want to make a comment on that, though. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark. That was the first Indiana Jones movie ever made. The plane that they used in that movie was called the Clipper. They had no interior shots. They had one exterior shot, and you've probably seen the picture of the plane on the maps, you know, flying from one location to another. I tell you one thing, if there's one model in the entire world I'd love to see, it would be for Lego to kit the Clipper ship. That would be wonderful. And this one might not have had a predominant role, but this is a fine plane, a fine period plane. And I'm very glad that they did kit this model. If you're a collector, and this one is in limited edition, and you have this one is going to be worth a lot of money one of these days. I've read the Indiana Jones, The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull graphic comic book that came out actually 2 days before the movie was released. And they have, by the way, this is made by Dark Horse Books, Lucas Books. So it's one of the Dark Horse graphic comics, and you can see it's done very well. And it has all the major scenes of the movie, including Indy getting out of the reef ridge. Well, one of the interesting scenes that they have in here is this airplane with American stripes flying over the geoglyphs, and you can see those below the plane. That's why last night when I did my presentation, I laid out the geoglyphs on the keyboard. But this particular flight is where Indy is flying from the university to Peru. And if you remember, in Peru, he goes to this wonderful tomb and steals the crystal skull. Well, if you remember the scene from the movie, right before, at the top where they started this scene, in the background off of this high cliff were those same geoglyphs So this all has to do with the movie. I would recommend you trying to get a hold of this one because it's a real cool comic book. The instructions are wonderful, and they had, I'm going to show you here in the back of the second, they have some display suggestions. They have more detail. You can see why I put Indy in the plane, because that's what they did there. They had him as a prisoner, and I guess this second area is the baggage claim area next to my coffee cup. Wonderful kit. If you can get it, because it's going to be worth $1 million one of these days. The models are well done. I want to say one thing about this model here. I've never seen one quite like it. The wheels on it's just like a baggage cart. The back wheels, the back front wheels turn just like they should. And I wanted to, for my scene, have this thing drive out, so I had to have a driver, so of course the engineer ended up being the driver. Another comment about the model: these stairs are really neat, but if you look at the model, there really isn't a door except for right there. And if the stairs were put up to the front, there's no door in the front, but they are at exactly the right height for the pilot to go in there and fix the engine or adjust the temper of the wings, or fix the ailerons, the flaps, or whatever. It might be a maintenance stairway versus a passenger stairway. I would say it's going to be very difficult for you to get a hold of this kit right now. I've been told that it's actually not even available in UK right now. I don't know. I've been looking. I've seen some on the eBay, but quite frankly, I think that these were from Toys R Us. By the way, this model, when I got it, it was still wrapped in the Toys R Us bag, so it came directly from Toys R Us. But I just think they sold out, guys. And I've heard that they're on back order through August, but I don't know what the plans are, or if they're even planning on releasing it. If you can get it, this is going to be probably worth a lot of money one of these days. And I think it's a great build. It's a wonderful build. Bill and Red having too much fun kicking our way into Tuesday. Wishing you and yours a wonderful day ahead. We'll see you later, alligator.